All right, perfect. Welcome back to SA Boxing Talk, David Rajuili. How's things going? You got a nice fight coming up on the 24th of June.
Yes, brother. What's happening, Hayden? What's happening, guys, on Boxing Talk? How are you? It's nice to be back on the show. Hayden, I must say I've been really blessed in the last couple of months, in the last 2 years actually. Been busy with the fights up here in Europe. Starting off last year, fighting in Holland last year June, and losing on a split decision, and then coming back to this year, 3 months in a row from April, May, now June, just fight after fight, and the amazing thing is the fights are getting bigger and bigger. So it seems like God is answering my prayers. I've kept my head down, put in the work, and it's starting to show. There's a saying: you reap what you sow.
You mentioned the fights are getting bigger and bigger, and they're getting more difficult as well. I mean,
Yes,
this
100%.
particular opponent is good. I mean, you're going to Germany, and you're going to have to really put in a shift in order to get this result.
Yes, I'm fighting a very what you can say idolized boxer here in Germany. Firstly, he represented Germany in the Olympics in Tokyo in 2020, and he's got a big following. He's been actually promoted and sponsored. He's been promoted by CES Boxer. He's one of the CES boxers, Billy Blanco. So he's been really groomed from the Olympics into the pros, and he's got a good following with the backing of one of the top hip hop artists here in Germany, or one of his sponsors. So he brings in a lot of people to the fights, and he brings in a good record. He sits now at 5-0. In his amateur record, I think he had over 200 amateur fights. A good 50-50 with the amateur fights. But yeah, he's a golden boy, you can call him that, from Germany. So I'm very excited. With these hard fights that you just mentioned, the harder the fight, the more I have to prepare. And I've noticed that, the better the opponent, actually it brings out the best in me. I get better, something just switches on. You box so much better with the more skilled and more developed fighters.
Well, let's talk about the event as a whole. I mean, you'll be fighting in Germany now.
Yes.
So again, you're going into the backyard of a home fighter, and it never gets easy that way. You always got to outperform and outshine, even beyond what anyone else has to do.
Yes, Hayden, funny you say that. Me coming to Germany, I took this into consideration as I left South Africa to come box out here, that I'll always be in a away corner. It will never be easy for me. I'll always be the opponent. And for me, if everyone knows David Rajuili, I'm one tough bastard. So for me, it just gives me more of a feel, more of I'm out here. My hero, as you all know, Brian Mitchell. He was out there. He was a road warrior. He had to do it. So I think I got that from idolizing, growing up, wanting to be like Uncle Brian. And I'm out here once again in the backyard in Germany. And my whole motive to this fight and going into this fight is I'm here now. I live in Germany. I've been here for 4 years. It's time the German people know there is a super dangerous lightweight amongst us, amongst them actually. So this is my time to make a mark here in Germany, here under CES Promotions. Let them see that there is a South African German here, and I know I am dangerous. I do bring the big fights. I mean, I do bring the exciting fights. I am kind of a danger man to the guys, and I'm just looking forward to setting my mark here in Germany, and hopefully from here bigger fights, because I am fighting under a very big promoter. He is linked with Top Rank and so forth. So this is actually very, very exciting for me.
You mentioned South African German, but I saw you on social media, I think it was a week ago, you've been basically saying that the South African media has been forgetting about you and,
Yes.
they haven't mentioned you. Can you just go deeper into that? What were you trying to say about that?
I just feel like, not just me. If you look at the past, not just me, you look at the past guys, Chris Van Heerden, you look at DJ Creel when he was in America. We didn't really hear much about him, what's happening with him, only when he's fighting and so forth. Even though when he was fighting, you'll only get posts here and then on Facebook. We didn't really have, people punting him saying, okay, DJ Keel is out there, stuff like this. I think even if you look at Chris Van Heerden, he's still out there. The man is still active. We only hear when he's fighting, where I feel there should be more of a presence with us boxers that are representing the country. You must remember when we step in the ring, yes, we don't live in South Africa anymore, but guarantee all of us, we still hold our colors up high. I walk out all the time with my South African colors. I sing the national anthem. If it's not in the stage, in my change room, getting ready. I fight for my country. I represent that. I show the other countrymen, especially the young guys. You must remember, I also grew up in places like Soweto. I used to run there. I used to train at Baby Jake's gym. I had this dream of being out here, and it seemed impossible. But with hard work, dedication, here I am here. And I still carry my South African flag very high to show the South African kids that, you know what, hey, if you have a dream, you can be out here. You can mix yourself amongst the best and on these big shows, fighting away from home, and I believe we just need more of that acknowledgement to say, you know what, we have these guys out there, these South African fighters that are out there, they pushing day in, day out, like the guys are doing back at home. We're out here as well, representing South Africa. As you guys see on the poster, it's Germany versus South Africa. This is what they've labeled it. So I'm going in
I
there
see.
not just for David Rajuili, but I'm going in there for my people back at home, for the South African people, to also show the people that, you know what, from South Africa, you got warriors, we got great fighters. We don't just have corruption and politic issues and stuff like this. We actually have great fighters. It's not even a certain few that are groomed by golden gloves and stuff. You have these other fighters that are actually out here in the world that are South African born and bred. And they, yeah. If that
David,
makes sense.
I don't want to go too deep into this
Yeah.
topic, but I wanted to get a quick answer from you. Outside of SA Boxing Talk, has any other media outlet reached out to you from South Africa?
From South Africa? No, for me, I think
Yeah.
except you guys, you are the only one, brother, who keeps
Okay.
giving people. Yeah, you are really. SA Boxing Talk is the only uh, network platform that I have that people actually know that, David Rajuli's out there. David Rajuli's fighting. You know, even when I was in Cape Town and stuff, we had interviews. But then Cape Town, I was in Cape Town. I was always in the media, this and that. People knew, but here you keep me going. People know, okay, David's out there. They hear what's David doing. So from that, no one else. I try myself to get onto the Facebook pages, put posts up to say, hey, I send boxing, SA boxing, and all of that, buzz and all. I send my things, but I see they never get published or anything like this. I don't know why, um, but it is what it is. And for me, it's not to be out here to get popularity points or to be this guy David. Oh, he's out there. No, no. It's just, hey, we are South Africans. We love to fight. Some of us, like I say, I grew up with my idol Brian Mitchell. I watched the man, and it was my dream to be a road warrior. I'm a warrior. I know this, but now I'm out here. Win or lose, for me, it's never been about the wins and the zeros. It's about going out there, putting on a show that people always remember you. people say, Yassi, did you see that guy fighting? And Hayden, it's happening. Okay, since I went to Amsterdam last year in June, and I lost by split decision. Since then, brother, you don't understand the comeback that we've got from promoters and this and that, because the people are there, they watch the fights, and they just want to know, wow, that's amazing. We want you on our shows. We want more. We want more. You know what I mean? And this is why I got into the sport. Is to give people good shows, to show people I was born in Soweto. I have a dream. And right now I'm living my dream, and this is who we are. We're Africans. We fight for what we believe in.
All right, David, let's go back to the fight really quickly, because you're obviously going to be taking South Africa with you into the fight. Tell me how you're going to beat this guy. I mean, 5-0, good amateur background. What does one have to do to beat him?
Hayden, we've been watching the fights. We've been studying the guy. Even when I got the call up, firstly I fought Bemeli in France, 17-1. He lost to just Kalani from the Danza boxer. He lost to him. I went to go fight him, and this guy I fought in France before this fight he's great. 17-1 when I went to go fight him.
Yeah.
I thought he would stop me in 4 rounds. I gave him a war for 8 rounds. My head was cut. There was blood going down. It was crazy. And even the guys came to me, they're like, wow. And even that fight, the one where I lost by split decision in Holland, taught me that, David, you have you have fire in you, So coming to this fight, when I got it, you would look and you hear, this guy is Olympian, this and that. Many people will back away from that. I took it, and I have a good feeling that, over here, Dave, we have to box. We have to box. You have to go forward. You're a pressure fighter. You're stronger now. You more IQ. My IQ in the boxing has gone from, I won't say 0 to 100, but I'll say 0 to 50, 60, 70%. It's so much better than what you guys remember David Rajuili, And I think having my fire, coming forward, being the forward fighter that I am, more smarter, hands up, having the power that Dominique and the guys have taught me over the years, I'm going to give this guy a lot of problems. I'm going to give him a lot of trouble. And, he's in my world at the moment. He's a 5-0. He's had easy fights, it's a relatively journeyman, guys that don't punch back.
I'm just, while you're talking, David, are you there? Sorry, David, I think I lost you for a second there. While you're talking,
Yes.
I've lost your camera there. I've got your Instagram profile up on the screen, and this is the fight poster right here. So, I mean, with the fight being around the corner now, and you obviously, you got about 9 days to go until you step in the ring. I mean, how's the preparation been?
Yes, the preparation's been good. You must remember I fought on the 1st of April. I fought on the 23rd of June, May. I fought in June. I'm going to fight in June. So May, going into April fight, I was in camp for 6 weeks. Fought, came out, was in camp, had a week's break, was back in camp, had a very tough fight. That was my hardest fight in my whole career. Never mind Lucas Dumela and everybody. This Bemeli I fought in France last month was my hardest because of his ring IQ. This guy was next level, okay? From there, I've only had a week's break, and now I'm back. So the ring rust of 3-4 years ago, that's all gone. I'm a very active fighter now. I haven't been dropped. You could say in 2 months, I've done 16 rounds of active fighting fights. You understand? Not sparring. I've been in there for 16 rounds. Okay? I'm going to go in now for 6 rounds. So a call can come up. I would say I'm at the stage where a call can come up. I can do a good 10 to 12 rounds. I'm ready for a title fight. You know, my fitness level is good. There hasn't been, I've had only a week's break in between camps. So I'm very fit. I'm much stronger than ever. Uh, we haven't really slept in the training. We've just really adjusted and trained more and more on key points, you know. So I've got a new trainer now where it's very nice. Numino, uh, he's, I mean, I had to find a gym because my gym with Dominique is a bit far. It's 2 hours from my city
Oh,
to
wow.
there. Every day I was traveling like that to Dominique. You know, this is the thing. I was pushing like this for the 3 years when I got to Germany, taking transport, living in the gym. My wife was pregnant. I would not see her for 2 weeks. I'd be in the gym, come back, and then I would travel every day when I started working. So I had to find a gym closer to home, and I found an amateur gym. I told the coach, I'm a fighter. I've had title fights. I really need to. I need someone just to come with me to the corner. I know how to fight, you know. And what he's done, he has took me back just to the fundamentals of the little things here, little things here, little things here. And this is what I believe I've needed, just to go back to the little things of here, footwork, this and that, do this, do that, you know, back to the amateur a little bit, incorporate with all the pros that I've done and stuff like this. So it's been a good camp the last since April, February, March. From March, I haven't stopped training for the fights. You know, from March when we got the April fight, and then just carrying on, carrying on, carrying on. So yeah, I'm very strong. I'm making lightweights. As you all remember, I was fighting in the super lightweights because I felt okay at 63.5. This is the weight I belong. With all this training and stuff, funny enough, I can go back to junior lightweight. You know, junior feather. I'm sitting. I quickly go to 60 kgs because of the training and
Sure.
stuff. Because I'm so active. You know, I even said to the coach, "Wow, if I really have to push a proper 12-week training camp, I can go to junior feather, back to junior feather." You know, it's just my body is adapting right, and yeah, things have been great. Eh?
I just want you to quickly check your camera because I know your camera is currently, the screen is off. Should be good now. Loading your camera.
You back now, bro?
Yeah, there you are. You're back now.
Okay,
Okay.
lovely.
All right. So just for that last part, I just had you out, but now I have you back again. David, tell me, what happens in this fight? Do you get the win here? It's not, you're not just going in there to get rounds, and are you actually going to come out with a W here?
Yeah, so I'm actually, the truth is, guys, the truth is, to beat this guy, I'm in a away corner. He is the golden boy in Germany. You know, I'm going to have to beat him. I'm going to have to beat the judges from the weigh-in. You know, you have to beat these people. The way you present yourself, the way you do everything, your team, everything is very important in fights like this. I am going to give him the utmost best of David Rajuili, 200% of me, okay, from the word go. He's coming to my world. I am a two-time former division champion in the WBF. I am going to show him that I'm an African. I'm here to make a statement, you know. So I'm going, I won't say guns blazing, but I'm going to show him that the tough, dangerous darky from South Africa, from the word go. And I don't think, if you guys can catch the fight, you guys are also going to see a whole nother David Rajuili. More explosive, more faster, uh, more power, you know, a lot more combinations being thrown and stuff. So as I say, it's my whole boxing has changed. It's no more the just come forward, blah, 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 blah. There's more combinations now. There's that amateur style into it, jumping around, moving, finding different angles, you know. And I'm gonna this to the table. For me, I have nothing to lose. I've got so much to gain in this fight. You understand? So, and I'm here. I'm 35, 34 years old now. It's a fight like this that can keep me going for the next 2-3 years. You know, not as a journeyman, but as someone that can here in Germany that can use in bigger events, bigger fights to take on bigger prospects in the States, in the EU, in France, and stuff like that. You know, so I want to be that black sheep that they say, okay, we have this fighter. I want to be the one that they put in to challenge their lightweight champions, you know, because they have some hot guys here in the lightweight division. The lightweight division is actually pretty hot here in Germany. I train with the twins. I'm sure some of you guys have seen on my Facebooks and everything. I train with they call them the Hoffman twins. They were in the Bundesliga. They have Bundesliga here in Germany for amateur boxing. Yeah. So they have that.
I didn't know that.
And, yeah, they have the Bundesliga here for amateur boxing. So these two brothers, they are the twins. Together they have over 300-400 amateur fights. You know, I've been their sparring partner in the pros since they started. Even them, they are competitors in the lightweight division and stuff. The lightweight division here is hot. I have opponents to fight. So this is my ticket to say, guys, there's a David Rajuili here, okay? There's a dangerous fighter from South Africa here living in Germany, ready for the world. And a win over this guy is going to open up more doors, because the doors have already opened up. I must be honest. The promoters are phoning me. They're fighting in Santa Colombia, here, there. They want to see more of me. So the opportunities are there. It's now about grabbing the right opportunities and really making it work for me and my family for the next 2 to 3 years. Because, as I said, I have nothing to lose. I have so much to gain from these people. Even, just going in there, giving one hell of a fight. Because the truth is, it goes to the scorecards. It's going to be, even if it's close. I learned this. I went to Holland in June last year. I gave the guy a hiding. I lost by split decision. I walked out of there with a big smile on my face. A split decision.
Sure.
Where? From away. It does, if you're a away fighter, you either lose by majority or unanimous. You know what I mean? My split decision is